Welcome, Aquarius, to your reading. Welcome to my channel, The Visionary. I am Janice. Thank you so very much for joining me for this video. Thank you to all my new subscribers. Thank you to everyone who has already been subscribed. I love you so very much, and I appreciate you. I appreciate all the likes, the comments. I appreciate all the bookings and the donations. Thank you so much. So, this reading is, I'm hearing, without further ado, this is Aquarius, you are divine, okay? So we are going to dive deeper into the self-love, self-care suggested activities for the next 7 days. We will be channeling from your guides, all right, your higher self, and your guides and guardians of the highest truth, compassion, and love, and also Mother Mary and Mary Magdalene, okay? So yes, yes, and yes. Let's get, just to let you know, so we're going to pull 3 cards for each of the 7 cards, and then at the end we are going to pull 7 affirmations also that will help you align to your highest light, stay in your highest joy, lead in love, and also step forward into emotional fulfillment. Okay, yeah, it's like each step I'm stepping more into emotional fulfillment. So very heart-opening time, I feel it's going to be coming in. Yes, especially because we're working with the Mother of Rose deck, Mary Magdalene deck, and also the Divine Abundance deck. So yay, right? So beautiful, so very beautiful. We also will be channeling from the water, so any messages that want to come through, we'll write down the things that we're guided to. Yes, beautiful white light surrounds the reading. Yes, guides and guardians of the highest truth, compassion, and love, please come in now and let's do this. So starting with aromatherapy, yay. So there's definitely something with vanilla. I feel like this is a vanilla flower. I don't know that for sure, but it's just giving me vanilla. I'm also getting lots of mint and peppermint, spearmint. I'm just getting like lots of mint, and I am smelling the lavender very strongly. And so also with the citrus coming in, it's this creativity energy that wants to just kind of flow up to you. Okay, so there's also going to be a lot of chakra opening this week, as well as crown opening, you receiving lots of downloads. And so aromatherapy is going to help with that. It's going to help to calm you, it's going to help to open you, it's also going to help to clear you as well. Isn't it so awesome that you can just smell peppermint and your energy starts to clear? All right, yeah, very beautiful. So what is the card for aromatherapy? More messages, please. The theme is divine alignment, I'm hearing. And I'm also seeing, it's like, so they're showing me there's this old railroad track, right? And the railroad, like there's this old wood, and the track is like off of the wood, and they're showing me like these prison people that are fixing the railroad. So quite possibly there's going to be a huge release from maybe a past life where maybe you did this, or just a past life from slavery in some kind. Also just the releasing of the imprisonment of the mind, especially because of all of this like crown chakra, third eye chakra energy coming up, and crown chakra upgrade, okay, with that yellow. Yeah, actually, and we're going to be doing a members Sunday at 7 a.m. we're going to be doing a live crown activation and art therapy meditation. So if you want to join, just go ahead and join members, and then you can just, you know, get on at 7 a.m. So yay. The fourth power, I am beloved. I'm going to read from the book. And we're starting here. It says, when we remember that we are as beloved as the friend we want every good thing to come to, we are as beloved as the partner we adore, we are as beloved as the child that brings us joy just by breathing, we are as beloved as those we love so fiercely around us, it becomes less and less possible to be excessive with this body, because we remember that the body is the soul's chance to be here. Okay? When we remember that we are beloved, we want to spend what little time we have here simply sharing the love we are. We no longer need to dance around the fires of love at our core. We become it. Oh, that's powerful. And we tolerate that much light, that much love, because we know it's not separate from us. Yes. So there's definitely this energy of you dancing in the sun from within, dancing within your energy. So quite possibly the whatever is calling to you as far as an essential oil at this time, I'm hearing patchouli, right? Or even spearmint. Make it a sacred moment, okay? Light your tea light, bring in the candle, okay, the fire, and then bring in that essential oil and just smell it. You can even diffuse it, okay, and just smell it and allow yourself to be taken on this beautiful quest of burning the fire from within. I definitely feel you're going to get creative downloads during this time, because it's a sacred time of you just allowing your body to receive and then just release, you know. So this just beautiful thing of when you're dancing, you're not holding on to anything, right? You're just dancing in the moment. You're allowing spirit to flow through you. You're allowing your spirit to just fly, you know, to soar within. And there's this powerful release and letting go when you do that, okay? Ooh, okay. Let me just move it back for a second. We have love. Divine source is the idea that no person, place, or thing is your salvation, only love itself. Yeah, so this is also a process of calling your power back, right? And filling yourself up with self-love and acceptance, all right? Filling yourself up with your personal power. Divine source, help me know that all my deepest needs will be met. Let me trust that you have a plan and the right actions will come. You are my source for all. So I definitely feel hummingbird energy, right? So heart opening again. And this is beautiful because this amethyst is over the heart, right? So this is like clearing and balancing out the air energy within the heart. Very powerful and very beautiful moment if you decide to incorporate an amethyst crystal in this kind of ritual, if you decide to do this, right, in this way. Now, I just have to say, you can do this kind of ritual with essential oil any way that you like, okay? But meditating with the oil is what this card is suggesting, okay? Also putting it behind your ears, you know, before you go out, and that would be like a 7-day kind of thing, and just seeing how things change and how you realize the beauty from within, and you see that reflected back to you. It's very powerful. And also, the essential oil is going to help you to be present. It's going to bring you back into your body, okay? And allowing your body to receive all of that beautiful love that is within inside thee. Inner power. Give me the courage and the power to do what must be done. Yeah, so again, calling back your personal power. And I feel like I just heard rejuvenation. So there's this rejuvenation that the essential oil is going to help you dance to, blend with, okay? So possibly blending some of these oils together, if that's your thing, you know. You blending with the cosmic energy that is around you, you opening up to allow it to come within you. So you integrating with your higher self. So if you have been doing a lot of shadow work, I feel that this is going to be a really powerful integrating ritual that you can do to integrate that. The reunion. Soul recognition, collaboration, partnership, and friendship. Yeah. So I feel like this also even goes into the rest of the suggested self-love activities, because there is meeting with friends, also spending time with friends, spending time with animals, okay? And also there's this beautiful collaboration within you of the divine feminine, but also just of all of your guides and guardians coming in to bring you inspiration, to bring you the solutions to the things that you have questions about, or the problems you have been experiencing. And I almost hesitated on calling them problems, because it really isn't like a problem. It's just something that has come to you, a situation, a circumstance in which you need a solution for, right? And so I feel that during this meditative practice, if you choose it, you will receive that. All right, so definitely have your pen and paper on hand. And I'm going to pull, I thought we were going to do them at the end, but they're telling me to pull the affirmation card now, okay? So what's also telling me is we're going to clear the board completely of these cards. And there's one thing. We'll get messages that are going to be different for each activity because we're not going to put these cards back in the deck, okay? Yeah. Thank you for that. So this is it's so powerful, this energy. Yeah. I feel, I just heard that we're transmuting you now. So the angels are coming in. I feel ascended masters are coming in, filling you up with love and light to transmute something within your third eye right now. And then we have Rose, compassion. We love it. The trigger statement, I am unlovable. The true statement, I am love. Your heart is healing and expanding with love. Spend time showering yourself with that love and then share with others. Yeah, so when you're smelling this essential oil, you know, just imagine whatever kind of, I almost feel like it's like allow the oil to take control, allow the scent to take you on the beautiful journey. And so beautiful light is going to come in and it's going to, whatever colors, I'm feeling like a very, it's almost like rain, but the rain is like lavender, pink, and yellow. Very beautiful. It's coming in. But whatever color you need, whatever angel you need, their ray will come in during that time to clear your energy, purify your energy, upgrade your energy, and then allow you to come into this beautiful energy of acceptance of I am beloved, right? That acceptance of I am beloved, the acceptance of I am beloved, right? So beautiful. Thank you for that. Moving forward. Okay. The next one we have is abundance planning, which is so funny. When I was doing the short, I didn't even remember this coming out. Isn't that something? But abundance planning. I just heard write a wish list of your beauty, of your beauty rituals, your beauty routines, whether it is, you know, buying a new sweater or whether it is you know, planning to work with a certain essential oil, you know, for the next month, you know, and having that, like putting that aside. So really this abundance planning is having to do about abundance of self-love, like planning to go to the salt den, planning to do that hot yoga, like put all of that down, you know. I definitely feel it's going to be in this, like, I'm so happy and grateful now that I'm at hot yoga. I'm so happy and grateful now that I have, like, you know, the freshest kale. Like these kinds of things is what I'm feeling coming through this abundance planning, because when you are filled with abundance within and harmonic resonance, all right, with the beauty of the earth, you also are in harmonic resonance with prosperity, well-being, and that means you become a money magnet, honey. Okay? Yes, I love it. So it's like Spirit says, and this is your spirit, your soul, your beauty talking, and it says, make time for me. All right, plan for me. Plan for me. Some of you guys might be planning to do like a stay at a hotel that is, like, you know, just for you, or like a cabin or something like that. Those are awesome things. Or even abundance planning where you're doing self-care activities, where you're spending time with friends, right? Where maybe you're going to get together and you're going to make food, right? So you're planning to have the money to make the food, right? To get the food, or something else. Or maybe you and your girlfriend are going to get together and buy, you know, get ingredients to I said, what is the word? It's like decorate. They're showing me like you guys having candles and you putting like self-love crystals in it and like roses and things like that, and just, you know, making it a kind of sacred circle type of thing. Very beautiful. And especially sharing that if you guys have like daughters, but also if you guys have boys, you know what I mean? If you have sons, because this energy is also for them too, teaching them how to love themselves, you know, putting aside money so that you can make, you know, that beautiful meal, whatever that is for you and your family. So this isn't just abundance planning for yourself, but this is also abundance planning for your family, you know, for nurturing your relationships, right? Yeah. And what came out is freedom. Oh, that's so beautiful. I no longer want this fiery ring of resentment to block the good, release from me its bonds, right? So I feel like what's been happening, what's been blocking your abundance is holding grievances and grudges. Okay, so there's definitely some forgiveness work that's going to be coming in as you are allowing yourself to be loved. You're allowing the universe to love on you, and you're actually saying, you know what, I'm going to stop resenting and I'm going to forgive, because this compassionate energy is going to turn into I'm worthy, I deserve. Okay, and so that's all seated and interwoven in this particular activity. Oh, that's so beautiful. I love it. That's so beautiful. Thank you for channeling through me. That's so beautiful. Also, when I'm looking at this cat is reminding me of, I think it's called the lucky cat. I think it's in Chinese culture, Asian culture. And they have like this lucky cat, and he kind of looks like this, right? And so I feel like this abundance planning is you expecting to have good fortune, you expecting to have good luck. They actually sell these at some of the spiritual stores and shops, especially those that carry a lot of like Asian type deities, like, you know, the Buddhas and that kind of thing, the lucky money trees, the crystal trees, you know, they sell these things, right? And so this might also be you going and buying a lucky cat, okay, and setting it on your altar. It also might be coming from your ancestors as well, okay? And the fish is showing me that you are going to have good luck in fishing. And what that means is you are going to have good fortune and good luck in manifesting, all right? So you're very powerful at this time. So if you want it, you got it. It's that kind of energy, okay? I also feel like listening to that Ariana Grande song, and just kind of dancing to it and becoming one with the resonant frequency of that sound and those lyrics before you start planning is going to boost your ability to manifest everything that you write down, you know, and also boost your heart opening to receive the money to take action on all of this, you know, to set up that appointment. Maybe it's a Brazilian wax, you know, maybe you want to go get your hair dyed, whatever that is, you know what I mean? It could be as little as I want to buy a new, because this is what's coming through, I want to buy a new thing for chocolate, making chocolates, you know what I mean? I'm feeling that like silicone-y stuff or whatever. Yeah, okay. It's very beautiful. And just slowing down, not rushing, okay? I also feel like what's coming through, yeah, very much so, is often saying, I release all resentment, I forgive all resentment, and then saying the Ho'oponopono prayer, okay? Please forgive me in your heart space. Please forgive me. I am sorry. I love you. I thank you, okay? And you can add, I am grateful, if you want, to the end of that. Yeah, there's definitely going to be a new beginning, some kind of financial prosperity that's going to come in, okay? Or maybe it's also you're switching to from poverty to prosperity mindset, right? From lack into joy, from from scarcity into abundance. So I do feel that there's going to be some kind of unexpected sudden wealth, because they're showing me the sudden wealth card from the Kipper deck. Yeah. All is aligned, I just heard. Love never ends. The heart. I carry the cathedral within me. So let's go to the book. I'm just looking to see. All right, we're going to read from the Gospel of Mary refers to the divine as simply the good. And one of the passages that confirms Mary Magdalene as a spiritual leader among the apostles comes from Mary 5:9. When Mary had said these things, she turned their hearts toward the good. Now, good, it can also be for God, okay? Yes. Christ's disciples are terrified after the crucifixion. They fear for their own lives. They are now persecuted by the Roman Empire and will be executed if caught. Mary tenderly embraces each one of them. She calls them brothers and sisters, compassionately reminding them that they are a community, a family. And she reminds them that Christ's grace remains among them, sheltering them. She suggests that instead of fearing what might happen next, they can praise Christ for unifying them. And remember, this Christ is this Christ consciousness, this Christ delight. This presence of love that Mary becomes and remains in the face of fear and terror demonstrates the transformation she has undergone because of Christ. So I definitely feel that you guys have done an excellent job of transmuting your financial fears, okay, and releasing the negative energy that you've tied to money and releasing all of the attachments that you have tied to money. Like, I feel like your inner child is completely on board and is helping you to transform the thought form of the fear of money, right? And to I'm ready to receive money. Money comes to me easily, and by you doing this abundance planning, that is the vibration that you are stepping into, okay? She has entered the cathedral of her own very human heart so that she can then share the vast love it contains to everyone around her. She becomes the most powerful force when we can ever be ourselves and others. She becomes the presence of love, which is good within every one of us. She becomes the presence of love, which is the good within every one of us. So you are becoming the presence of love for all those you're in contact with and in contact with all of your friends and your family. You are becoming that presence within your heart space. So now open up to receive by doing this abundance planning, okay? And they want me to read a soul voice meditation. So you just ask yourself out loud, what does it feel like to know that I carry a presence of love within me? And you can even do this. I see you doing this in the mirror and just repeating that, over and over again, and just allowing the love of presence to take the forefront, to take the seat, right? The driver's seat, to take full control of your heart, take full control of your mind, your body, and feel the presence of love within thee. Yeah, so beautiful. And we have letting go, cilantro. The trigger statement is, this is not the way it's supposed to be. And the true statement is, I am free, right? So definitely I am free. And I just heard, I forgive all. That's going to help cut through that resentment, okay? What God has done for others, He's now doing for me too and more. What the universe has done for others, the universe is now doing for me too and more. However you want to say it to make it resonate for you so you can feel it deeply. If there's an affirmation and you're not feeling it, right, either one, you've already transmuted the energy. But if you are experiencing challenges or obstacles in that area, it just means you have to change the affirmation. So change the wording so that you feel it deep within your heart, deep within your mind, to reprogram that subconsciousnness. Yes. Yeah, okay. Mother, okay, thank you. I was like, I knew there was something missing here, and it was Mother of the Rose. So let's see. I don't know why. I always love calling Mother Energy Mama. It just makes it feel very real for me. So let's see what Mama wants to say. Morning dew, clarity, a fresh start, a positive outlook. Yes, look at that. Oh my God. You see this here? You see the way the water looks? That's what that rainfall in the last card, that's what it kind of looked like. It was so beautiful falling over you. Wow. So definitely that one in that abundance is going to bring this ace of I just said Ace of Pentacles because that's what's coming out, but also this Ace of Swords, this clarity energy as well. So quite possibly that, and there's an order to this. There's a reason why they do 7 days. There's a reason why we pick a card for each day, because each self-care activity or a ritual or information that comes through the card prepares you to receive the next thing. All right, it prepares you to fully be open to the transformation that the next activity is going to bring you. All right, so with the aromatherapy, it's going to help to clear the mind, right, so that you're open to receiving a fresh start when it comes to prosperity and abundance, and loving yourself and allowing yourself to be loved. All right, allowing yourself to be supported. I'm seeing 444, right? Supported by the angels. Yes, love it. And positive outlook. So also, it's going to clear up that negative energy that is limiting beliefs that are stopping you from feeling free. All right, so that would be the other affirmation. I feel free. Sometimes when I'm not feeling an affirmation, when I say I am or I have, then I say I feel. Okay, and then it will give you a deeper clearing of what's needed within the emotional body. Okay, so affirmations are not just to clear the subconscious mind, but also affirmations are to clear your emotional body. Yay! Love it. Yeah, I'm hearing. And so also, this reading is not meant to be rushed through. Okay, so if you have to go, pause it until you have the space, because there's definitely a lot of energies that are coming through that are helping you. They're like, I see it as you're engulfed in like this blue balloon, and it's raising your vibration, raising your energy, right? So taking the time to be completely present while you're watching this reading will give you the most benefit from you spending your energy on taking the time to be here now, okay? That was like my mic drop. That's so funny. Rose first. Okay. All right, so let me take a sip of water. Definitely the bath for this one. I know the bath has come up a lot in the past, but this one is definitely a ritual bath of purity and protection. We did get a download of what to put into that bath, and so we're going to share with you. Let me just, oh, I have my notebook, guys. I actually, and this is going to be helping you to receive anything that was stolen from you, anything that was taken from you, you are going to be calling back to you. All the energy that is rightfully yours, you call back. So setting the intention when you're holding your herbs, your crystals, your salt, I am purifying, protecting my energy, and I'm calling back all that was stolen, taken, or lost. I'm calling it all back to me. Whatever is rightfully mine, I call back to me now. All right. And so inside of the bath would be, so the tea that you would put into the bath is mixed with angelica root, mugwort, thyme, and rosemary. Okay. And angelica root is for lifting any kind of curses or hexes, black magic, that kind of stuff. And mugwort is to remove astral entities and astral fatigue. And then the thyme is going to be helping you to call in prosperity and purify. Oh, I forgot. I did say thyme. And then the rosemary is for protection and also for Rose's love as well. So this is very rooted energy. It's definitely going to ground you as well. And then the salt is sea salt, Himalayan salt, and Epsom salt of your choice, mixed with essential oil of spearmint or eucalyptus, or you can use, I wouldn't recommend peppermint because sometimes it's a little strong in the bath. All right, but eucalyptus is really good to take a bath with. And so all of that is purifying and cleansing. And the sea salt brings in the cleansing of the ocean, Yamaya, or Yimiye energy. And the Himalayan salt is bringing in the spirit of the mountain for spiritual cleansing. And the Epsom salt is for relaxation because of the magnesium. Okay, and so the salt, you actually put the salt in full form into the bath. And the purpose is so that you can absorb all the beautiful minerals and things like that that come from the salt, the iodine from the sea salt, all of the antioxidants and the minerals in the Himalayan salt, and the magnesium from the Epsom salt. Okay, yeah, and spearmint is for mind cleansing, and eucalyptus is for protection. Okay. Yeah, at some point, yeah, go ahead. Yeah, at some point we will make our baths for you guys, and you can order them from our website that we are creating. So yeah, to come. But until then, I'm sure that you guys have these ingredients, or put it in your abundance planning so you can go and get that stuff, all right, to make your own beautiful ritual bath. And we have the anointed, answer the call, leadership, empowerment, and soul gifts. So there's this beautiful cleansing that is needed, but there's also this beautiful protection. Okay, so purifying and cleansing out the energy to upgrade your light body so they can come into beauty and radiance. Okay, very beautiful. For some reason, what's coming through is blue, so if you could light a blue candle, or if you have a blue light, that would also amplify the energies of the bath. Also, it's not required that you put the eucalyptus or spearmint in the bath. You can diffuse it if you like during the bath, but it will also just boost the purifying and cleansing effects of the spiritual bath, as well as your intention. Okay, yes. And so a lot of this to whatever's been blocking you. So this bath is also to help clear any bindings or what's been blocking you, to clear all passageways, to clear all roads. Okay, so I feel like this is definitely a road opening bath as well. And I see this sigil coming in here. That might be something you can draw, and you can just kind of put on your wall, all right, to help open you up to the beautiful energies of that particular sigil. Yes. Iro Nama. And also remember that you are anointed. So saying Psalms 23 prayer before you get in the bath will also be very beautiful, or just saying the affirmation, I am anointed. Saying that clears your third eye as well. Okay, or saying that while you're in the bath. Okay, yes. And you definitely Mother Mary and Mary Magdalene will probably come in during your bath and help to heal your wounds, okay? Like heart wounds and things like that, especially like back of heart chakra stuff, okay? Yeah. And now remember, it's up to you how much you want to do. You can just take a bath. You don't have to make it a spiritual bath, a ritual bath. It doesn't have to be like that. But just getting in the water and just setting the intention to be purified and cleansed is enough. All right? Yeah. Trust. Allow me, divine, to give you my deepest longings. Trusting you to know exactly how to handle them. So I also feel what's coming through is before you step into the bath, do this hand mudra, all right? And just see your hands as if they're the hands of God, and just put everything into those hands. Put everything into those hands, and then see all of that being given to God, to Goddess, the universe, whoever you want to give it to the earth. All right, and put it completely in their hands and just trust. So this is a part of what this bath is doing. It's letting go of everything, right? So that you have space to receive. Yay. Okay, they want me to do Mother Magdalene cards first, so let's do that. Yeah, trusting is key, I just heard. All right, they want me to offer this to you. This, you can also draw this sigil and put that up so that you can meditate on that while you're in your bath. All right, or just listening to beautiful music. Or doing all of it, right? You know? There's levels to it. So it's whatever you feel is right for you. Whatever you feel is right for you. Remember that, okay? We have the breath. I reclaim my soul. So definitely doing your deep breathing during the time of this bath. Okay, breathing into your heart and then exhaling that energy out the back of your heart chakra and up into your third eye. So what that's doing is opening up your heart, and then it's bringing all the love in your heart, and then that love is going up into your third eye. So you're cleansing your third eye with the energy of pure love, right? And let's go to the book to see the breath. Oh, okay, wasn't right there, so let me find it. Maybe it's up here. And here we go. I reclaim my soul. So that also could be an intention as well for the bath. Yeah, and they took me to the soul voice meditation. Take 3 intentional breaths right now to reclaim your soul. Okay, on page 27. So just saying out louder in your mind, and then 3 intentional breaths. I reclaim my soul, and then exhale. I reclaim my soul, exhale. I reclaim my soul, exhale, right? Very beautiful. So that also could be your mantra while you're inside of the bath. Very profound healing. And rapid activation, rapid soul acceleration, ascension. That's what's coming through, recalibration. And there's, look at that. So support, myrrh. I am not supported is the trigger statement. The true statement is, I move forward with divine grace. Okay, they want me to read this part. Take comfort and know that you are supported. Nurture your inner child and connect with the earth. Okay, so this bath is also very grounding. I'm seeing volcanic rock. So that might be something, infusing essential oil into the volcanic beads or essential oil necklace. I'm seeing that, yeah. And then unity, neroli. Trigger statement, I am unstable. True statement, I am aware, right? So you might have these moments of insanity where your mind is just going, confusion is happening, you don't know where to go, what choice to make, you're not trusting anybody around you, everybody is hidden agent, you know, those kind of moments when you're like, who sent you, you know? That's when you know it's time for a bath, okay? When you're getting into that energy, that's when you know it's time for a bath. When you're looking at everybody and you're like, how are you going to betray me now? All right, it's time for a bath. It's time to trust. It's time for truth. It's time to get out of the lane of fear and come into the lane of unconditional love, into the lane of your heart, okay? Yeah, we get those moments. That's okay. You know, everybody has those moments, but it's your choice on how long you stay in that energy, okay? Yeah. Your breath is key. At the moment you're feeling like that, just breathe. Okay. And then we have spend time with friends. Yeah, I think that's why the candle thing was coming through. And yeah, so they're asking me to share something. So I think last year, I can't remember when we started, maybe it was in May, I started this thing of doing like vision boards with my daughter every new moon. And so we just go to the dollar store, get one of those wooden plaques, and we just get stickers from the dollar store, and we just put the stickers on the board of what we want to manifest, what we want to call in. And so we were doing this, and I was sharing this with my friend that we do that, and she's like, I would love to do that. And she happens to have 4 girls. Okay, so isn't that powerful? She has 4 girls. And so for the first time, we're going to do it together. And so it's kind of like us doing the candles, but instead we're doing a vision board, and we're doing it with our children, you know, and we're sharing this experience together. So that's kind of why some of the sacred stuff, or the like, I am a co-creator of my reality stuff, kind of came out, because it's like, it's time for you to take the mask off. It's time for you to share your love and your abundance with others. So these things that you have done, you know, with yourself or with your family, that may seem a little esoteric or something like this, it is time to share with those close to you, because you are a blessing to everyone, as everyone is a blessing to you, right? It's also this energy of 66 of giving and receiving. Okay, and so it's like you have been given this gift, whatever that is, you know, and now it's time for you to share that gift. But also, when you're sharing that gift, you also receive as well, you know, with the energy of the love, of companionship, of friendship, of you know, that camaraderie type of energy. But it even could be something as simple as baking together, you know, or watching a movie, or what have you, or doing art. I remember we did that one time. Oh, it was COVID, right? When everything was closed down and everything. And so we just did our own paint night. And I think a lot of people are doing that now at home, you know? So it's that, and getting creative, but it's time to nurture your relationships, right? Your friendships, and to see that the abundance within you is around you, okay? Yeah, and for those of you who feel like there's nobody I can do that with, you have to do that forgiveness work, that compassion work, letting go of grudges and resentments, and forgiving, you know, yourself and all involved. And you will see that will call in people, or even reconciliations, so that you can start a new relationship, a new path forward, a new journey, right? Yeah. Divine flow. Eventually, one sublime desire takes procedure over all others to follow the Tao, the divine flow at all costs, right? So Spirit is also saying, just be open to receive. Allow it to come to you. You know, when the manifestation thing came up, I just mentioned it because it's just something like super fun that we love doing, and it was like no pressure. And my friend was just like, hey, I would love to do that with my girls, you know, let's get together. And so it's just all in like the divine flow of things. And so don't force anything, let it kind of come to you. Yes, yes, and yes. And I'm also seeing, if for some of you guys, if your person that you would be doing, you know, something with isn't around, do a phone call. You know, I'm seeing like a FaceTime, that kind of a thing, especially if you haven't talked in a little while, or that kind of a thing. Yeah. Yeah, I know I just said that twice. Codes of the seeds, the blueprint is within you. Take the next step. Yeah. So this is also like trusting your vibes, right? And trusting who God has put into your life right now. Now, whenever I'm in a situation and I feel like, oh, maybe I said yes too quickly, I call on my angels and my guides, and I just say, if this is for the highest and greatest good, if for my deepest enjoyment and fulfillment, right, then let it be so. And if it's not, I will let it go. Okay? And you'll see that the person will cancel, or weather will affect it. It'll be divine intervention, so you don't have to be afraid of making the wrong choice, or saying no because you know what I mean? Like, it's okay, especially if you said yes and you're in full heart, right? And just give it over to the divine if doubt starts to come in on whether or not you should nurture that particular relationship, right? And also what's coming in is doing your psychic shielding and your cloaking as well, so that way no matter who you're around, no one can cord, attach, or hook to you or your energy. Okay? Yes, yes, and yes. And that is even around spiritual people. Okay? It doesn't matter. You're protecting your energy, but at the same time, you are allowing yourself to receive unconditional love, positive energy, harmony. You're allowing your inner child to be nurtured as well and nourished. Yeah. Because that's really what's happening. You know, your inner child, everyone's inner child is like coming together to play. And we have the legacy. Love is always legendary. Yay. Right. So you're also stepping into this legacy energy. And so your legacy, and this, I love this, your legacy is you, right? How are you going to experience this life, and how will that experience touch the lives of others, and how will their experience touch the lives of others? That is legacy. That is the domino effect, right? So I just heard share your energy. I feel like that's all that's coming from that. Yes. Thank you so much. Ooh. So 3 came out for this one. Centering, topical, and focus. So, empowered. The trigger statement, I don't want to be here. The true statement, I'm exactly where I need to be. Okay, so this is also again in that aligned with that harmony energy. If you said yes to something and you're like, oh, I don't know, maybe that was a, you know, initiation, maybe that was a test and I should have said no. If you start doubting it, just give that doubt, you know, to your angels, to God, to Christ, whoever you want to give it to, Mother Earth. Give that doubt to them and just call in your angels and just say, I call on divine intervention now. And if it's not for the highest and greatest good, then don't let it be so, right? And just trust that and let it go. Don't worry about it. Don't get your mind trapped in it. Just flow, okay? Harmony. Trigger statement, I am boiling over. The true statement, I allow myself to feel. Okay, so again, this is all bringing you into resonance with the frequency of harmony. So very powerful energy because it's relaxing and it's calming. And when you are relaxed and calm, miracles can happen. Okay, remember that. Centering, align. Trigger statement, I feel conflicted. The true statement, I am true to my highest self. You know, so if some of you guys are saying yes too quickly because you're just, maybe you're healing the people pleaser thing, or maybe it's you have to practice your boundaries, that kind of a thing, then before you say yes, just ask your heart, is this in the highest and greatest good, right? And your higher self will descend down and maybe you will receive your answer right then and there, or maybe you will have to wait before you say yes or no. Okay, so it's also this beautiful energy of patience. If it doesn't feel right for me right now, is that because I need to ground my energy and come into high mind and high heart? Or am I already grounded in high mind and high heart and it's a 100% yes? Okay? And that's a practice, guys, and that's what you're learning right now. And also the practice of it is being kind to yourself. You know, not being hard on yourself and forgiving yourself for whatever choices you made, you know, whether they were in alignment or not. It's okay. Yeah, beautiful. I'm gonna drink some more water. Uh-oh, I just knocked down my crystal. He says it's okay. We're just going to replace it, right? So that might be happening too with you guys with tower moments and things like that, where things are realigning, stuff is getting knocked down, knocked out of your life, and it's okay because it's going to be replaced with something. I replaced it with citrine, so it's going to be replaced with something that brings you greater abundance, greater joy, greater emotional fulfillment. Okay? Yes. Spend time with animals. We love it. So there's all kinds of animals here. There's deer here. There's owls here. There's domestic animals as well. There's a squirrel. You know, there's a cat coming in. So there's a little squirrel. There's a bird. So I feel like, oh, and there's a butterfly. Whenever we see this card, we always feel like it's a vision quest for you to call in your power animal or your totem animal and to let them feed you with wisdom and knowledge. And also that brings healing as well, you know. But it also could be really literally, all right, spending time with your animals, taking time to just pet your animal, you know, or even just sending out love to the deer collective and just feeling that love deep inside of you and just journeying with the deer and sending the deer collective love, you know, for any, or I don't know, I just said like the deer collective, so you guys might have, there might be something with deer right now or with the stag, but also the fact that we only said one animal and we didn't say like all animals, it just means that there is one animal that has some kind of medicine for you, okay? Sacrifice. Sometimes surrender is painful. God's cutting away all that needs to go. Illusions, obsessions, addictions. It's a sacrifice to love. All right. So yeah. So this animal is going to fill you up with whatever has been leaving your life, or whatever suddenly has left your life. Okay. That animal is going to help you through that transition. Also, Archangel Azrael and Archangel Ariel helping you through that transition. Okay. For those of you where it's a physical person or a loss of an animal. Okay, so this is also a good way to connect to the animals that you've lost, to connect to their consciousness and allow them to help you heal. Okay, then we have the wild rose. Do it your way, embrace your uniqueness, untamed. Yeah, so also when I said domestic, I was talking about like the cat, because this to me, this could be like a dog, but he also looks like a wolf, right? But there's also this freedom when you reach to animals who are not, and I'm going to say it like this, I mean no disrespect, caged, right? I have a dog and a cat as well, but you know, my cat stays inside, my dog, he goes outside, right? But he's always on a harness, and so releasing any all guilt and shame around that. Sorry guys, I just noticed that there was a little bit of resistance that I have in that, because I do feel that all animals should be free, right? But yes, so we won't go there. But at the same time, there is something that you can, this untamed wildness that you can receive from whatever animal that you choose to connect with. Even my cat, even though that she's here, she's very untamed. She is very wild. She's very much like, this is my space, I'm letting you in it, you know, type of energy. So there's a lot to be learned by the animals that are around you, or the animal that keeps showing up for you every day. Okay. I also feel the energy of Ganesh in here very strongly as well, helping you to come into this divine abundance. Okay. And helping to remove all obstacles. And so when you work with any kind of angel, ascendant master, DT, what have you, light master, and you ask for divine intervention, or you ask for obstacles to be removed, challenges to be dissolved, it may take something that you're attached to, that you love, out of your life, because it is a block. Right? So it may take a relationship out of your life because it is a block. It may take a job out of your life because it is a block. But it's within you to go into your heart to see the higher meaning of what the blessing is, the blossoming of it, and how it's helping you to be free. Okay? Or freer. Yeah. Remembering, I know who I am. Oh, that's powerful. Yeah. So there's definitely going to be some kind of soul activation with you tapping into animals or spending time with animals, because it just brings you into that beautiful, compassionate energy. And when you're in that energy, you're in healing, right? You're in the healing energy. And so you can activate to your true essence, to your true knowing. So some of these animals might have been with you in past lives, or have been totems or power animals for you in past lives, and they're coming back. Also, I feel like someone's animal, sometimes you might think that you're seeing a relative in that animal. This is a confirmation that that's a yes. Okay. Yeah. And that's very beautiful energy. So that also might be why you're being called to spend time more with that animal, because there's a deeper healing that's happening for you to remember who you truly are underneath of the grief. Right? Yeah. Ooh, that came out real fast, huh? Resonance. The trigger statement, I am right. The true statement, I am open to the unknown. Oregano. I'm going to read this. You are being shown what is dissonant in your life. Allow the beliefs that are not serving you to fall away and be open to your bright future. Very powerful. So a lot of realizations are going to come through working with animal energy. Okay. Oh, powerful, powerful. Thank you for that. And now we have, here we are. Make a meal. So Mother Gaia came through earlier in the week and was like, eat avocados. Okay, so very beautiful, and a lot more of that is coming through because it's this time of harmony and balance. Okay, and foods are an integral part of that. They have not only medicine in them, but they have so much power as well. Just like you can align to the power and energy, wisdom, knowledge of an animal, you can do the same thing with a fruit or a vegetable, a food, a flower, okay, a crystal, okay. And so by ingesting these things, you become one with that energy, okay. The cave of eggs, we exist in and with each other. Yes. So also too, this is bringing me to people who've lived past lives as like a sunflower, or past lives as, you know, an avocado plant, and or, you know, as a fruit tree, and these kinds of things. And so there's this strong connection to Mother Earth that you have that I feel is awakening for you, right? And so I definitely feel that this time of making a meal, it's definitely going to be a hermit reflective time, and it's also going to be very healing for you as well, for what you choose to make for yourself. Yeah, there's going to be some kind of divine connection that's created. I definitely feel there's going to be some kind of epiphany that happens as you're creating this, especially because I feel if you set the intention to be completely conscious and connect to the foods that you are preparing during this meal, it's going to be so beautiful. You know, it's going to feel like it's, you know, Thanksgiving, Christmas Day kind of energy, because you're just going to be in this like, I don't know, this field of openness, right? This field of receiving, being very receptive. And so definitely your psychic senses are getting stronger as well. Yeah, love it. And it comes, the kinds of food you eat also impact your psychic abilities, okay? Yeah, it can strengthen your intuition or it could block it, you know? Oh my goodness, there's a lot, but we're going to take them because we are. The wastelands, sustainability, slow down, tend to your garden. Okay, so this is also telling me to eat more sustainable foods. It maybe somebody's eating out a lot, you know, that kind of thing. So making this meal on this day, whenever you choose to, it's going to help with that as well. And again, it's going to help you to tend to your own garden, to fill you with love. I'm seeing pomegranates. The sacred union, beloved within, inner and outer relationships. So I feel like that's confirmation of what we were just talking about, of attuning, resonating with the energy of the food that you're preparing. Okay, and also the flower is coming in. So maybe you guys already attuned to the energy of flowers as well. Okay, and you can feel that energy, and now it's like you practicing to attuning to the energy of other things, and for this particular thing, it's the food that you're preparing. Sub rosa, hidden in plain sight, mysteries, learning and teaching. Okay, yeah, so I'm also feeling that there's something very unique about whatever you're going to be creating for yourself, or the way you prepare your foods that you're going to be sharing, because these are divine downloads, you know, of how to prepare something like, I don't know, I'm seeing like zucchini, and I'm seeing like the spices on the zucchini, and I'm smelling like the oil that you use, and I see it coming out of the oven. So how you make it, I feel like it was broiled, and I see you sprinkling, like, I don't know if it's like cheese or something, because I'm smelling like, I don't know, I'm smelling feta, but you know, there's something in the way that you prepare food that you can share with others, okay? And also, I feel like some of you guys are learning about the foods that you eat, and so you sharing that knowledge, how it helps to heal the dis-ease within your mind, body, and spirit, right? And teaching that in some way, shape, or form. Yeah. So it's like everything that you do in this moment is almost like it's setting you up for the next thing, for the next moment. But it's not for you to be focused on the future. It's still for you to be present in this moment, right? But you can see how everything is aligned, how they orchestrate everything for you. When they write the symphony, they write it one note by one note, and then they go in and then they write, okay, now we're going to write for the next instrument and the next instrument, right? But then they play this beautiful symphony. It plays, right? This orchestra of beautiful melodies, and it plays all together as one, but it wasn't created like that. It was created step by step, piece by piece. Okay, so there's something in being present and just being here now in this moment, and just feeling the gratitude, the beauty, the sacredness of even just preparing, feeling, touching these foods, washing them, okay, is preparing you for something grander, okay? Yeah. I just heard divine abundance flows through me. Clearing. Yay! There goes Ganesh. We love you. Okay. As true offering arises, it becomes easy to let go. You start to trust that more will always arrive. You shift from mine to God's. Such freedom. So this is very beautiful. So whatever it is that you're ingesting now is helping to clear your light body, helping you to come to the energy of detachment, and it's also removing obstacles and opening roads for you as well. Okay. And we have evolution. Yes. The trigger statement: things will never change. The true statement: I attract only what is for my highest good. All right. So if you're feeling like things are slow to manifest, then that just means you're in a period of rest. All right. You're in a period of patience. You're in a period of mastering presence. Okay. Yeah. And they want me to read this. The imbalances in relationships that have been keeping you down are no longer needed. You are ready to transform. Right. So this is also saying, if you've been in a relationship and it just hasn't changed, and you're ready for something new or more. And I'm going to say it like this: rather than you still trying to force transformation on the person you're in a relationship with, it's time for you to accept transformation. And sometimes that transformation will lead you to a doorway that is away from that person, okay? Sometimes the transformation leads to you activating that person, and then they end up coming on the pathway of transformation too, right? It just depends. But you not being attached to the outcome leaves room for you to fully transform, for you to fully bloom, and also you not being scared for whatever is to come, okay? And to know that it's always for your highest and greatest good. Yes. Lead me to happiness. I am living my rainbow. That's what I'm hearing. So beautiful. And the last card, connect with fire. So definitely ancestral work being done with fire, calling in ancestral abundance and this kind of thing with fire. I'm getting surrendering all negative energy to the fire. Okay, doing a releasing ritual with fire. self-love. Let go. Oh, let the wall fall that separates me from my own vulnerable inner child. I long to take care of myself like never before. Oh, that's powerful. So it's like releasing everything that stops you or binds you or blocks you from truly taking care of yourself. And a part of that is you nurturing your inner child, you know, blowing bubbles, eating popsicles, watching, you know, cartoon movies, coloring, finger painting, you know, making cookies, these things that maybe your mother, father did not give to you, but now you are mothering yourself, you are fathering yourself, right? Taking yourself fishing, like these, whatever it is, you know, and you releasing anything that binds you from fully taking care of yourself. Companionship, giving someone your complete presence is an astonishing gift. Yeah, so I feel like this is speaking to someone right now where you have a partner who seems needy, and you are what's happening is you're actually making yourself busy because their neediness is frustrating you and you're feeling like they're depending on you too much, right? And so remember that your partner is your mirror. Okay, and so it shows that you're not loving yourself, you're not taking care of yourself, and quite possibly you being present with this partner and asking this partner, what would you like to do? Let's do something just you and me, right? What I want to spend time with you. That is going to nurture you too. Okay, yes, and yes. There's an awakening coming of that. That might not be for everyone, but that's what came through. And then flow. Allow me, divine, to move with the flow and respond with calmness and peace. The dolphin energy. I feel like that's just to be said the way it is. So let me put it here so that you can, yeah. I feel like you can release that to the fire as well. And then it will clear anything that keeps you from flowing. Okay? You can also release your partnership into the fire. I surrender my partnership fully to divine love and light. Okay? And just let it heal on its own. You know, gently, sweetly, and slowly as well. I mean, some things are fast, but remember, it's like it took time to fall in love. It takes time to fall out of love. It takes time to nurture a relationship. It takes time for things to evolve, to grow. And so honor yourself and your partner and giving yourself the time to evolve together, you know. And you're very wise, whoever that's for, with the elephant energy coming through. Yeah, when people feel like they're like somebody's just not their soulmate anymore, the first thing that comes to mind is, are you grounded and have you healed your trauma? You know what I mean? Like, if you're coming from a place where you're not grounded, you're filled with negativity, with fear, with pessimism, this kind of a thing, then you're leading with the eyes of fear, not with the eyes of love. So it's time to just pour into yourself, clear yourself, and once you're in this place of fully open-heartedness, now, what step do you take? Are you still not feeling the love for this person in that way? Because you'll still love them, but it just won't be romantic, you know, like romantic love, sexual love, that kind of a thing. It will just be just pure divine unconditional love. And that may be a decision to leave the romantic partnership, right? But that kind of a thing. I don't know, that came through. Somebody needed to hear that, so we channeled it. Held. Sureness of the soil, unseen help, support, and community. Oh, yeah. So remember that your angels are always around you, your ancestors are always around you, and all you need is to intend to feel that love, to feel held. I intend to feel held today. Like that is something that you can say. If you're feeling alone, if you're feeling isolated, if you're not feeling held, if you're feeling anxiety and fear, pessimism, nothing's working out, that kind of a thing, right? So allow the fire to hold you. So this is definitely ancestral love. You know, feel the love of your ancestors flowing to you now. And we have the body never lies, the dove, spirit speaks through the body. Yeah. If you have these great moments of just feeling awesome, but then you get around certain people and you get a headache, or you start, getting an ache or something like that, your body is telling you it's time to retreat, right? It's time to retreat. Yeah. This is also coming to this energy of releasing all that no longer serves you into the fire as well. And that includes everything: thoughts, beliefs, emotions, mental programs that hold you back, like limitations, limiting beliefs, and also means people, places, right? Habits, addictions, and just releasing that and fill yourself up with peace. Okay, so if you are going to do a fire ritual, or connecting with fire, even with the candlelight, and just sending everything that no longer serves you into the candlelight, afterwards, fill yourself up with peace, right? And then scan your body and listen to it. Yeah, I feel like this is also a journal thing, like, filling up with peace and scanning your body, and then writing, like journaling, writing down what you receive, because I feel like it's going to be some profound awakening, again with the dragonfly energy. I feel like somebody needs to go swimming, because I just saw somebody go into a pool, like dive into a pool. So that also could mean that it's time for somebody to dive into those emotions that you've stopped yourself from feeling. Okay, and it's time to go down into that and to feel that energy, so that you can see what no longer serves you. What's mucky, what needs to be given away, type of energy I'm feeling. Yeah, I just heard salt bath. Integrity. Declutter. Okay. So declutter, lemongrass. Trigger statement: I made so many mistakes. True statement: I let it all go. Okay? And this is what this fire is talking about: letting it all go, surrendering it. Integrity, cardamom. Trigger statement: it's their fault. True statement: my thoughts are the cause of my suffering. Okay? This you have to be brave and have courage, and to see what are you thinking and how did your thinking manifest this. Okay, like the example we talked about, how did it manifest it? Somebody on purpose not making time for their partner because they're holding resentment and guilt for some reason against the partner, or against someone else that maybe has the energy of the partner, right? Maybe a mother father figure, and so they're getting frustrated, and they're just reverting back to what they did when they were a child, and that is, shut down, move away from the situation, not deal with it, leave the house, thinking that things will get better. But if your mind never changes, if you never deal with the emotions, hence the water, and bring your mind into peace, bring your emotional body into ease, into harmony, then when you come back, the situation hasn't changed. But once you change the energy within you, your mind, your change in consciousness will change the consciousness of not only the people around you, but everyone, because we're all one, we're all connected. So when one person, activates, that awakens a whole bunch of other people. When one person ascends, that helps a whole bunch of other people to ascend. Okay? So wherever you are, you're very super powerful. Just, you need to know that. And you need to claim your power as well, as a conscious, sovereign being. Yes. Okay. That's all we have. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I know it was pretty extensive. But I feel like whatever was said or needed to come through, it came through, so I hope that it just brought you guys a lot of enlightenment, disillusionment. I hope that you felt held during the reading as well, and comfortable enough to ground energy while you're watching the reading. And I just want to say thank you, everyone, for just all of your love and your energy. And I love you. Namaste.